Alright guys, I want to do another quick flashlight review. This one's on a Surefire 6P LED Defender. This is actually one of the earlier generation models. You can see it has taken quite a beating. That's the only big perk this flashlight gets from me, is it is tough. I mean, it can take a lick and keep ticking, as they say. But you see, it is a stripe bezel. See, it's got a good bit of paint missing. Won't say what that's from. It does have a nice big operation button. It is a single output LED. 80 lumens on this model. The newer ones are 120 lumens, but they also eat batteries. They list, looking at their website, they list on their 120 lumen output light. They list 2 hours of tactical runtime, but they give you a star. What that means is after probably 45 minutes, it's going to start dropping, and they really eat batteries. They really use some kind of inefficient LEDs in these lights. Even at 80 lumens on this guy, it only runs for about 45 minutes at a bright level. But was one of my original tactical flashlights. It's the one that kind of got me into my flashlight fetish, so to say. I do buy a lot of flashlights, but it does kind of have these anti-roll locking lugs around it, which is a cool feature. Will not stand on end, which if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that's something I really like. It's kind of cool though, because if you face it down and turn it on, even like in a vehicle or something like that, that is useful light that comes around that bezel. But so that's kind of cool. And I'll tell you another secret. The only thing that makes this different than a 6P LED is a screw-on bezel, which of course is fairly tight right now, as I'm trying to show you. But see if we can't get this started off. Basically all they do is screw on a different bezel, and your lens is still in there. Pop that a little bit. There we go. Oh, no, that's just my gasket. I'm sorry. Looking at a funny angle, looking through a camera. But basically with their 6P, just the 6P lights, not the Defenders, they just put a different screw in on it, and they're warranting extra money because of this, which, you know, is surprising. But great company, great flashlight, worth having. Not sure if it's worth the $100 plus price tag that usually is associated with this light. Aside from it being very tough, I thought about using it as a weapons mounted light, but it simply don't put off enough light for what I want. If you've seen any of my other videos, there's a few other lights that I like a little more for that aspect. Worth having. Not sure if it's worth the money. Being using a 1 to 5 rating, I give it a 3, but that's only because it's so tough. Because I've tried to break it and it won't break, and I guess that's something to be, you know, something to brag about. But as far as light output, efficiency for the batteries, it definitely takes a big hit. Maybe even like a 2.7 or so, or 2.5. But that's what I think about my 6P LED Defender from Surefire.